So this is a test of the Canon Vixia HF R700 camera in low light mode. I made a normal test video on this camera a couple of days ago, but as suggested earlier, this is the low light mode test. And I'm on auto mode right now, and I have a few different scenes here. This is fairly low brightness, and also in here I have something that is much darker. It's about the same brightness to my eyes as the camera. But the camera actually is a little bit darker. It's not picking up quite as much light. Like I said, I am on auto mode right now, so it's kind of just choosing the settings for me. And this camera does also have a nighttime mode, or a nightscape mode it's called. But I've only really noticed that the only difference that mode makes is that it actually seems to turn down the brightness pretty much, so that the screen actually appears darker. And I believe that's done to decrease the prominence of the graininess in the image, so that if I were pointing it right here, you'd be able to see less, but the image would also look less grainy. So I usually just stick to using it in auto mode. I prefer to be able to see a little bit more of what's going on versus having that removed graininess. So overall it does okay. Camcorders like this, consumer grade camcorders are usually never that great in low light. I'm certainly not an expert myself, but my previous experiences with consumer grade camcorders is that the low light stuff is usually not super duper awesome, but this camera seems to do a decent job. So I hope each of you found this helpful, and if you did, please feel free to give me a thumbs up.